Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Gamer and we're returning to our Let's Play of Hearts of Iron 4 in the Kaiserreich edition, where we are playing as the United Union of Britain and we are trying to spread communism to the world. Now, I've been thinking quite a bit in between episodes about what we should be doing, and I think it's time that we address the issue of Canada. So, one thing that we could do is, via our focus trees, go to war with Ireland, and I think that's a very tempting thing to do because it would put us into the war with the entirety of Entente. Ireland is in the Entente, so it would be nice to get back to our old puppet master, so basically the King of England, now Edward VIII actually, while Germany is busy fighting Soviet Russia. So there's a big war in Soviet Russia with a lot of forces here, even some Frenchies, so that's nice to see. I don't suspect that Germany is going to declare war on us anytime soon. So I think it would be a great chance to go ahead and attack them over here while they're busy elsewhere. Attack the Entente while Germany is busy elsewhere. The alternative would be to go directly after Germany, but I don't think that's really what we do want to do. So I think this is okay for now. I've been reshuffling our forces here quite a bit, and one reason I want to do that is that I want to go ahead and ask these gentlemen over here for docking rights. Oh, they're not granting that to us. Why? Because you have strategic reasons to be hostile to us. Well, that's not very fair, is it? Okay, nevertheless, that's still a perfectly valid idea, because we might as well ask you here for docking rights. And you likewise wouldn't grant that to us, because you have strategic reasons to be hostile to us. Okay, fair enough. Alright, we'll see. We can still dock in Mexico, so I think it's not completely in vain to do this restructuring. And we do have some forces down here, I believe, in India. Yes, we do. They're being attacked. They are winning now. I think that does allow us to come in here and potentially cut up towards the northern border over here, which I believe is completely in control of the Brits for now. So let's try to do some damage over here. There's obviously a battle, but I think we'll win that one pretty handily. Yeah, there we go. Do we want to keep one of these gentlemen around behind? Don't think so. Okay, we are being attacked over here. That should be pretty winnable. Ooh, one of our guys has very low organization. Not sure why that is though. 54th. You. That's you. Okay. There are in fact already some Indian troops behind us, so that is very nice. I think we will keep this one guy over here. You are attacking there, but I think you will win fairly quickly, in fact, so that is nice. Come on, there we go. And you're just driving ahead at this same brigade there. You are wounded. That's not so great. We have very low manpower, of course. Okay, this is suddenly not that winnable anymore, so let's try to get over here. I think with a maneuver like this, you guys can actually try to circle around this way. Capture the city is always a good idea, I feel. Yeah. Okay, well. So we are being attacked from various sides now. And I think it might make most sense to just take over here. Kick these guys out of the war, basically. Now we're being counterattacked. Have we already overextended ourselves? It would be rather unfortunate. Okay, you withdraw. You're suddenly under attack again. From 2 divisions. These are fairly strong divisions. This is nothing like the Spaniards that we encountered earlier. Okay, you need to withdraw. Actually withdraw. There we go. You're already being pushed back. Let's bring 2 divisions up here. So now we should be winning, but we do need to come back because otherwise we'll be cut off. And here we go, we've got our first medium tanks. That's excellent news. So that's very great actually. We could do a lot of things up here. There are a lot of things that we might want to do. I think though that probably our best alternative would be to go for naval doctrine, hunter-killer groups. That's going to be researched in 80 days. So that's pretty nice, and I think going to be one of the most important things that we can do in the very short term. Yeah, let's go ahead, let's do that. One day we're going to get a new research as well. Here we are, more units, and we are piercing them. They have in fact armored divisions. Oh, speaking of armored, of course we do want to produce some of our, with our medium tanks here. I think we can skip on the heavy and medium tanks, or light tanks. We're producing light tanks here. And we can now produce the medium tank, great. Yeah. Do we want to do any upgrades to that? I think especially in terms of engine power maybe? That's very slim upgrades. But it's not that costly either way. And I think engine is the most important aspect. Could also bump up reliability a bit. Don't really want to spend that much. Okay, this I think is fine. Yeah, there we go. Let's produce this. Let's send quite a couple of units after that because I think we need to go tank heavy, so we'll be producing this. It's going to take a while until we've got enough units there to really make it worth our while. But should be okay. Good. Right, and there we go. Concentrated industry. Also very good. Does mean we have a little bit better output. Again, many things that are worthwhile. This is very quick to be done, and we are suffering a little bit from oil shortage. Oh, I should also just adapt our production queue in a second here. This is all alright. This is basically fine. Could do a little bit. Oh, we would be able to produce a new AA unit here. You know what? I think that would not be the worst. On the other hand, Blitzkrieg, I mean, this is not immediately useful. We don't really have any tanks for now, so I don't think that's as important. I would like to go for the snorkel, but it's 300 days, so it's pretty significant. Could also think about the advanced heavy carriers. That would be kind of nice. Better fighters, even if it's ahead of time. Or just fighter baiting here. We don't really have any air experience. And at some point later we might be just swimming in air in that. Encryption, useful. All of these support stuff, useful. Could go for marines. Or landing craft. Blitzkrieg, but the next ones here would be useful. So you know what, let's actually go ahead and research this. That should be okay. Right, again, we are being attacked over here. We've just won, that's nice. And can we adapt this at least? Well, doesn't seem like we'll be able to just cut across here. It's a lot of units, basically. And these are all river attacks, so that is making it a little bit more difficult as well. You are attacking here, well that's okay. I like if our allies, basically allies, are attacking, but... Oh, and we wanted to adapt our construction queue, because I think we'll actually need a little bit more in terms of fuel silos. Maybe here in Yorkshire that's alright. And in the Midlands. It's probably even a little bit more important because we are actually full on fuel, so that means we can look at our trade. I think we are buying some oil from Venezuela, yeah. Let's get rid of that trade, and that should be okay. Good. Right. How are we looking then here? It's tempting just to try to attack there. It's also tempting to try and attack here. Two guys. Potentially being reinforced by one, but that might take a while. So let's try to make our way up there. We've got more units. They are individually stronger. We're kicking this guy out soon enough, I would hope. Come on. And at that point we are doing more damage than he is. But our organization is looking not so great actually. And I don't think we have anyone who's actually commanding this. Well, you could go for something else. Skirmisher is not that great. No, none of these is really helpful. Improved radar, also very nice, because that does allow us to build up our ships a little bit more. So yeah, all in all great. Do we want to go for the advanced carrier hull? I think so. What else could we be contemplating? We could also be contemplating to just build up our escort ships. We have a decent anti-submarine warfare unit. What we don't really have is a good destroyer, just fleet escort destroyer. Nor do we really have a good cruiser hull. Improved torpedo launchers, I mean, these would be nice. Just better torpedo launchers, improved light batteries. I think for now we're going to go with the anti-air stuff, because that is also useful to our larger units, and over here we are just losing, so let's stop this nonsense. Right, can't really break through that, it seems. Not sure what else we could be doing. We could attack over here. The Indians themselves, obviously. Madras declare war on Hyderabad. Really? War down here. Interesting. Free dockyards. Okay, so it seems like we have built up all of our light ships, so that is nice. So I think we can have a look at creating a couple of variants of our ships. Right, so let's have a look. The improved carrier, I don't think there's that much to do. I mean, we could get it like better anti-air stuff and so on, but again, we are just building that right now, so I don't think that's quite as useful. We do have the anti-submarine warfare units. We have these guys here. I guess we could just support you with a bit of better stuff all around. Sub-detection, better engines. But yeah, not that useful really. How about the cruiser? You're missing a lot of things, but again, we are researching anti-air stuff, so again, not that important right now. So you know what we're actually gonna do is simply look at our destroyer reserve here and convert more guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take these guys and upgrade all of them to an anti-submarine warfare ship, and that should be enough to occupy our shipyards for a second here as we go ahead. Lots and lots of war in the Soviet Union, some war down here. Look at that, these guys are actually suffering a little bit. I suppose what we could do then is just support this attack, shorten the front lines a little bit, maybe get a chance to sneak in over here. Yeah, okay, no, we are being attacked. Okay, that's actually better, I think, because that means these guys are exhausting themselves. Let's try to counter-attack and then come up into these mountains up here. Hopefully we'll be able to cut off some guys there. We are kicking out a couple of them, and they are very low on organization, so we just might be able to do something over here. Not too sure, the chances aren't looking too great, but I think we just might be able to. If these guys here collapse first, and these guys are sure to follow soon after. But on the other hand, our guys here, just organization is so low. I think we are being supported by other guys now. Indian comrades has been supported, so they are getting a couple of factories. That's nice. Let's start with show of force, prepare our war against Ireland. Words are hard. Okay, one of our guys has already stopped attacking. Let's rejoin him, primarily so he comes up and is able to run up into these mountains. Field hospital done. That is also very nice. We could try to research these. Again, not that convinced that that is what we need right now. I think ultimately we want to potentially produce some better... Is it dreadnoughts? Oh, some better cruisers. I think we need the rocket pyramid for that. But just getting to here would be nice. And for that we might want to actually do... Requires improved medium light. Yeah. I think just having a couple of light cruisers so that we can dominate the high seas and the Atlantic would be nice. And this is one element to that, so let's go ahead and try to do that. You guys are all over here, and that's great. Can I adapt this actually towards being more useful to you? Thank you, that's great. Let's get the third unit in here and then see whether we can attack these guys. It's going to be difficult, but just maybe viable. just maybe. They're much stronger than we are. They're doing a lot more damage. But they are already very low on organization. Yeah, but now we are being attacked over here. Ah, and some of our guys really were stupid. Okay, at least you're defending now. Ouch. Okay, there goes our plans for there go our plans for war with the Entente. France has just declared war against Germany, so we are now hostile against Germany, and that of course changes everything. I might even just cancel this outright, because this will drag us into the war pretty much immediately. And at that point we just might go for class warfare, because it's going to give us more war support, more political power gain, division organization, and recruitable population, which is incredibly useful for us right now, because we are down with basically zero organization here. Right, and these two gentlemen here need to stop training. And that's okay. And then we basically need to set up, I think, our war structure, because there's no way we are not going to end up in war against Germany here. Germany is in fact already attacking. And it seems they are not doing that great. 15. Mostly due to the fortifications. We have provided more units for them up here in the north, but I'm very concerned about the situation here in the south. So what we might actually want to do then is, first of all, we need to set the army group 1 to receive this gentleman here. It's going to take him a while to get here, unfortunately. You, I think, are fine where you are. Yeah, we're right. That's okay. And then we've got the motorized army, and I'm going to send the motorized army to down here on the border with Germany or France. They're the faster guys, so I hope that these guys will be a little bit more suited towards the task down there. Hopefully that's going to be okay. You have some additional traits that you could pick, but not really again. Okay, great. So you're all going to come over. That's okay. Let's look at the Air Force next. We do have some naval bombers here, which I suppose we are going to send over the channel on a daylight mission just for naval strikes. Pretty much like that here. That's okay. And then 400 fighters over there is fine as well. Also, I think daylight is perfectly fine. We've got a couple of tactical bombers, which I suppose we could send down here. Southern Germany, or at least northern France. Let's say northern. We could even do naval strikes in the eastern North Sea. You are very inexperienced though. Okay, let's send you towards northern France on a close air support mission, also of course during the day. That's perfectly fine. We've got a couple of units over here, which I think we're just slightly going to shift. So firstly, these guys here, I think you'll be based here, and you'll patrol England itself during any sort of daylight time. That's okay. You gentlemen are potentially going to come up. What's our southernmost airfield? Really, it's probably this one, right? Let's get you to London, and then patrol this skies over northern France as well. Oh, you know what? We're going to send you to Paris and going to patrol over northern Paris, over northern France. I think that's okay. Right. You're doing England, that's okay. We've got a couple of units up here. And you know what? You're going to go here and be mindful vis-a-vis England. Right, you can go to the North Sea, rather. You know what? Don't actually. You can also patrol over the North Sea. Right. Daylight. That's okay. Good, okay. That does settle it for the Air Force. Armies being brought over. Good. Let's edit the Home Guard section here. I think it's fine if we remove at least a couple of these units, so that we are a little bit lighter. On the other hand, we could add some support artillery. Okay, that's gonna free up a little bit of manpower. It's not much, but 90,000 men, it's not nothing either. Good. Right, so far so good. Let's look at the Navy. So we've got a couple of units here. And of course the big threat is going to be to get the Reichspakt faction to be cut off basically from any and all supplies. So they are going over here. That's interesting because that means they probably can source supplies via this route. So that is a little bit unfortunate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the submarine fleet 2 over here. I think we have automatic docking rights with these gentlemen, right? Yeah, let's get you here. You're coming up there, that's fine. And then I wanted to patrol, strike force, convoy raiding. Of course, in this vicinity here. Yeah, Eastern Mediterranean. That's okay, so we've got... Yeah, so we've got all of these units assigned towards over here. They are not there yet, of course. That should be okay. Right. Then we've got this submarine fleet here. I think where I would like you to operate is... Let's pull you a little bit towards the front area here. And let's ask all of these guys likewise to do convoy raiding. That's okay. Great. And then on our trade protection units, I of course want our trade to be protected pretty well. And I would like you guys to operate in the western approaches, Bay of Biscay, English Channel, and up to the Iberian coast. And you're all going to be on what convoy escort duty. Hopefully that's going to be enough. Right, last check on the destroyers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a new unit. That is also going to go into here. Going to get the appropriate symbol. I don't know why I choose this for anti-submarine warfare duty, but I think it's just fitting. Good. And then we've got our main fleet, sort of the battle group, which is 12 dreadnoughts. And we've got the battle cruisers. And then we have got the air fleets, which are also an important part. So I think what we want to do is set the battle group. You are going to be based somewhere suitable, like London. And I want you to be on... I think Strike Force is the appropriate one. Yes, Strike Force, do get over there. That's okay. And then this group here is going to be on patrol duty in the North Sea and in the English Channel. Yeah, very good. You guys are also going to be... There's one there, and the other one is where? In the Channel. Good. I think we can move you a little bit closer towards this part. Let's get you into Portsmouth. And then both of you are simply going to be Strike Force, North Sea, English Channel, and the approaches. Good. That more or less does settle it. I think we'll get our guys over there back fairly soon. Pretty much all of our guys are now in position. We do have some political power saved up, which is really nice because that will allow us to add a couple of units and do a couple of things here, especially do the limited conscription. Do we need to cheat of the Air Force? If anything, it's probably going to be air superiority. Let's wait for that. I think the other things might be more important. Right, and there's the call to arms. I want to wait a little bit, at least till all of my motorized units are shipped over to France. The war has begun. The epic battle between the revolutionaries and the reactionaries has begun. Should we come to the aid of the revolution or duck our heads in? Join the war or not? Political power costs and so on. The Weltkrieg claimed the lives of countless young men from all over the world in a conflict on an industrial scale, but it appears that even that nightmare could not deter men's lust for blood. After over 20 years of proxy warfare, diplomatic pressure and political squabbles, the uneasy peace between Germany and France has broken down. These two great powers are now mobilizing their armies in preparation for a war the likes of which the world has never seen. New guns, planes, ships, tanks, deadlier weapons still will see the first use on the battlefields as open warfare begins once more in Europe. For the German and the French, now there can be only one end: victory or destruction. Where are our guys? How long do we have until this time's out? 13 days. Okay, I think 13 days is ample for our units here to ship out. Are you shipping out? Yes, you are. That is great. And simply I don't want you to be in any sort of naval conflict while we're over there. Or while we're getting over here. Okay, and you are... Come on. Just land there already. 10 days. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's fine. Denmark has joined the Reich Pact. And we are of course going to join on France's side. Accept this as well. And a lot of things are happening now. Our volunteers are transferring. That's pretty much unavoidable. We can conscript the British Home Guard. We've got a lot of things to do actually. So first of all, I think we are going to go from limited conscription at least towards extensive conscription, if not more. I think extensive conscription is going to be the choice for now, and instead of partial mobilization, I think it's time to go to at least war economy. There we go. That did use up pretty much most of our available stuff there. We could go for more here, but I think that's not quite required for now. I think what we might want to do is do the British Home Guard. I'm not sure what exactly that does, but I think it might be worthwhile. So let's go ahead and do that. And also conscript vessels. I think that's okay. Right, we've got unassigned divisions. Ooh, that's probably more of the Home Guard then. What's your template? Ah, interesting. Ooh, I wonder whether I should not have changed my template. Whether we would have gotten more men had we done this a little bit differently. Okay, let's assign all of you towards the Home Guard indeed. Because I think you'll be fine in that capacity of pretty much exactly doing that, guarding the home islands. Are you still feeling fine? You feel like you need 15 divisions, you have 23, so that is indeed nice. Can you guard forts? Can you... Got the coastline? Probably not. Air bases? No, I think that's fine then, like this. So that is very nice. How about our ships then? Do we have any sort of additional fleet that has just been pulled up? Conscript vessels. Oh, that's a bunch of... Let's move you as a reserve fleet. So that's just a bunch of very, very light early cruisers. Well, it's something. Right, okay. What have we got? We've got no template for the medium tanks. That's okay. We've got air wings with no missions. That's what? The tactical bombers? 23 tactical bombers. Okay, disband this unit. It's not going to be useful. Volunteers aren't transferred, low manpower. Yes, we know that. No template. Can we edit this armored division then? Can we just get this to be medium units, please? No, we don't really have enough power there. Okay, that's fine. How are things looking up here? Germans are attacking pretty much across the front. We are attacking a little bit into their rear. But so far not quite as successful. So it seems a little bit like a stalemate, as you would expect in this heavily armored warfare. Two Sicilies has joined the Reichspakt. Interesting. So soon I think we are going to see battles over there. And indeed we are seeing the first battles over here. So we have killed a German submarine. Nice, I would say. There is a battle down here with what? Who's actually us? This is us. Submarine Wolf Pact. And a couple of Dutch, Flemish, Flanders here. How can you have so many torpedo power? It's probably counting ships that haven't been properly engaged yet. And over here we're also seeing that we are engaging quite a couple of German convoys. Interesting. Oh, Norway is being attacked by Sweden. So we could actually shift potentially some units to Norway and try to help them out in a swift strike against Sweden so that we are able to squeeze them a little bit over there. Ultimately that might be the better choice than sticking down here, because the Germans don't seem to be attacking really. Tough choice. Oh, we've lost something over here? Doesn't look like it. That's a lot of submarines though. Okay, I think we need to go a little bit down here with the timing and see, you know... Stop. A lot of things are happening. Okay, another submarine sunk. So I think the naval battles are going to be extremely quick over here. Another convoy sunk over here, and you can see there are quite a couple of German submarines engaging here as well. We haven't been spotted yet, but apparently we are bringing in quite a couple of heavy forces against them, so that is certainly going to be interesting. Likewise up here, Germans are bringing in a couple of destroyers and cruisers. Not that surprising. What have you got down here? Why is that showing capital ships? No, it's just cruisers. Interesting. Another battle down here. The couple of German submarines who have already sunk a couple of French ships. And we are over here. We've only got fuel for 27 days, so there's a big issue. And I think that means in terms of construction, we are probably going to skip on these factories and simply going to build synthetic refineries instead for the future. Yeah, and we probably do need to trade for more oil. From the American Union states? I think not. Let's ask Venezuela here to deliver at least 2 batches of oil. And hopefully that is going to be a good basis for any... Wait a minute. Why is Ireland shown as hostile? They're not part of the Rights Pact. Why is Ireland hostile? We're not at war against Canada, are we? Wait a minute. Kingdom of Denmark, yes. Is it just a weird colored scheme? It looks a lot like they were hostile units. Well, we'll have to see. Research, I think we are not going to switch out of any of that. Most of these things are coming online fairly soon. So that is great. Yeah, and we're going to see. But you know what? We do have to put in a cut. So thank you very much for watching, guys. And I do see you back to the Valve Creek number 2 edition next time around. Bye bye, guys.